All right, if y'all seen any earlier video or seen any earlier videos, or this is the first one I go up on Wednesday. Yeah, I broke my phone, so I'm trapping off off a temporary phone. The guy at Best Buy said, well, you can bring this back, but it's a $45 restocking fee. I'm like, how y'all be able to return something and it's a $45 restocking fee? I wasn't gonna return it just in case my phone break again. And what's so funny about it is I had bought a screen protector from Verizon. Usually I buy it from the store. They put it on. They gave it to me for free. And I read the reviews, it's trash. But they mail it. I try to put it on this trash. I order another one. And while I had it sitting in the Christmas gift boxes from Amazon. I ain't never put it on. And I dropped it while I was dropping some ice melt down. And it cracked. So yup. So all the videos I do from the car are gonna be lower quality, but I gotta do the videos from the car. So when I get home, I ain't got as much to do. So I got the dogs, and then gotta get them together. Then figure out for dinner. And that's after I left the gym. That's anything else I gotta do. So now I gotta mail the phone back to them. They sent the envelope to fix it. So they had nobody in the major city that could fix the phone. So. And they originally didn't even give me the option to pay the $250 to pay the $30 to fix the screen. It was either send me $250 for a new phone, but I got too much stuff on my phone. You know what I'm saying? Like the main stuff bagged up, but I got stuff like music that ain't bagged up, that ain't on Apple Music and Spotify and shit like that. But YouTube Music, that shit is Flame on 24 was right. That shit fire. I got it. It's fire. It's worth it. But nonetheless, Rashidi Ellis was talking to YSM Media, shout out to him, a homie from Philly, and he said that they made boxing scene, by the way. He said that he'll fight Jaron Ennis. He said he would. Yeah, my bad to fire up the car, but yeah, he said he'll fight Jaron Ennis, but if the money right, it might be next. So obviously, anytime you start speaking on somebody boots, Errol Spence was in this position. A lot of fighters have been in this position before, and then you got guys that's in, some guys that's in the Sugar Ray Leonard, Oscar De La Hoya position, which it's a privilege to fight him. Canelo position, where it's always a privilege to fight Oscar De La Hoya. I think his first fight, he got 50 G's or something like that. Mayweather talking about he got like 500, and that was the difference between, getting the bronze medal I think Floyd got and getting the gold medal that Oscar De La Hoya got. Was $45,000 was the difference or something like that. It was some big purse that De La Hoya got to kick off his career. So at the end of the day, it's a good fight. I know he didn't travel over from Baltimore to PBC to fight Jaron Ennis, but like he said, it's the money right. And anytime you attach somebody to Jaron Ennis, you hear allegedly Cody Crowley wanted $1 million to take on Jaron Ennis. That was a rumor. Now I never heard him clear this rumor up. I never heard him, obviously not gonna reveal that's what he wanted. I don't blame him. The kid is look like to be the goods. But you don't know till you know. A lot of people thought Broner was gonna be the goods. I talked to a boxer. He was like, well, we gotta wait to see if Broner move up to guys that's his own size at welterweight, see if he that good. And that's exactly what happened. He came down to earth. So that's exactly what happened to him. So that was kind of spot on. And that's the good thing about talking to pros and trainers. You get another perspective that you possibly ain't thinking on. But real quick, what was so funny, me and Tom, we was in Vegas last year for Taylor Ramirez. Was that last year? Whatever that shit was. I think it was last year. And the years go by so fast. It was this year or last year. But and a lot of people, the Errol Spence brigade are so heavy and they so, infectious out here that a couple guys we were speaking to didn't even want to really speak against Errol Spence. We had to be like, nah, we ain't even like them cats, bro. We ain't even like them cats, bro. You can say what you want to say. He says, we asked him. We chopped it up, and old boy was cool as hell about it. You know what I'm saying? He was saying the same thing we were saying about it. You know what I'm saying? Same thing that I'm saying. Same thing he was saying about, I think it was last year to be exact. So at the end of the day, a lot of times they be curbing their opinion because, that's the narrative. And that's, you don't want to be out there and not get opportunities because you speak against Al Heyman, and it's real. The payola is real about paying for a narrative. That's why I don't be believing what Kenny be saying now. He's switching up Earl. What other guys from PBC say about Earl, bro, you gotta make up your own mind. And that's the honest truth. You gotta make up your own mind on that shit. But nonetheless, Oscar De La Hoya said Rashidi Ellis, didn't want to fight nobody over there. He said, we tried to put Rashidi in fights. He just didn't want to fight anybody. He just said that recently. He said he just didn't. I think he might be talking to Fight Hub a couple months ago. He said he simply didn't want to fight nobody. And maybe for him, obviously, if you know the key word when talking about Jaron Ennis is if the money right. If the money right. Well, his option could be $1 million, just like Cody Crowley. I ain't gonna pay nobody $1 million to fight Jaron Ennis. He ain't probably even getting $1 million to fight. I could be wrong. I'm just assuming. So, like I said, anytime you attach somebody, with Jaron Ennis or somebody his caliber, when it's high reward, low risk, and let's say he go on to be everything we know he will be or could be, and more, he be begging to fight him then. But it's all about timing. It's all about timing. He ain't got the golden touch that Canelo, Sugar Ray Leonard, Oscar De La Hoya got. He ain't got it. Earl Smith to have it. You know what I'm saying? And if he had that type of golden touch early on, people be begging to get in the ring with him. They get the money will come attached with those guys. And usually right now it's not there. Now they can build it up to be there. Real talk. They can build it up to be there all they want to. But, it's explosive fight. Ellis can punch. He a threat, but he really ain't fought nobody. You know what I'm saying? I think he a solid top 10 welterweight, but we just in a wait and see approach. He was so stagnant over at Golden Boy. We'd love to see him in there with Virgil Ortiz. You know what I'm saying? He got speed, he got power up there from the kind of New England area. Anytime you put two athletic fighters in the ring together, it's like two Mexicans or two Latinos in the ring. They already know what it is. They be in the gym together. It's hard. That's why Floyd didn't want to fight athletic black fighters, especially later in his career, because he knew that he really was going to pull all the bells and whistles out to beat him. He had to dig deep in his bag. When you become older, you really ain't trying to dig deep in your bag, especially if the money ain't hitting like Pacquiao or Canelo Alvarez. I can get a high bag or the same amount of bag or higher fighting these Spanish and Latino fighters and have an easier time of going out there fighting these black killers. Come on. So from a certain standpoint of view, you gotta kind of understand it. You ain't gotta respect it, but you kind of gotta. I'm understandable. I get it. And but it's a hell of a fight. It's a hell of a fight. With Jaron getting him out there in a round or two, if Rashidi Ellis all warmed up and he in the rhythm, hopefully they said he fighting a tough guy on the Tank Davis undercard, and he get some rounds in. I don't think so. I think that's a good 6-7 round fight at the earliest. Not saying that's what it's gonna be, but at the earliest, I love to see that fight. But I love to see them both get belts. Hopefully Regis, Josh Taylor, those guys move up. Bud and Earl do what they gonna do, get the fuck out the way, and let these young guys stump. Conor Ben work his way back from whatever. We seen guys come back from worse. Jarrell Big Baby Miller on the way back from worse. So if he can, he can. If you want it, so be it. I'm not gonna pile up on these young fighters for whatever they got going on. Jarrell Big Baby Miller did what he did multiple times in multiple sports. He getting an opportunity. Canelo did what he did, and the brothers go harder on Errol Spence. A lot of people go harder on Errol Spence for possibly being on something through the years, and what the fuck he not been caught. How you going harder on guys who's not been caught than guys who've been caught? Talking about the nigga chest and all that, and they go for a lot of different fighters. Usyk don't take a deep breath. He ain't been caught. It's kind of like women, where I knew you was cheating. They want to go find something on a nigga so bad, and they accuse a nigga of doing something so bad. Some men do it. They accuse a woman so bad, and if you go looking for something hard enough, you'll find it. And it probably wasn't nothing there to find in the beginning. Real talk. Probably wasn't nothing to find, but you keep telling somebody that, they gonna just go do it and be like, got what you looking for. That's real shit. Real shit. So You know, y'all just see like we found this hip hop heads and it's a relief, and y'all don't even like pile on this. This is a good topic for a couple weeks, then it's gone. Somebody pop hot that's Canelo status or that status like that, or has some inconclusive tests and all that shit and fishy stuff, missing tests like that. Y'all supposed to be hammering that in the ground just like Spence and Bud conversation. But nonetheless, a lot of athleticism on style. But at the end of the day, if me being personal, I would love to see both of them get to a title. It'd be for a title. I would love to see them unify. I would love to see them, they fight before a vacant title. And if it is, bro, I love it. Because I've been following Rashidi Ellis for a while, athletic. You know, he has up and down performances because he ain't fighting on a consistent level, on a consistent basis. And Jaron Ennis was fighting on a consistent basis. He get with Showtime, slow that ass down. I forgot my watch. My watch still work though. Yeah, I just can't text without my phone being around on it, but I can take calls and stuff. So I was looking at my bill, and I'm like, bruh, if I ain't had this watch, my phone bill would be $100. But I'm glad I got that watch. It's worth it though. The watch is worth it. So if I didn't get a backup phone, I would just have to be making calls and stuff off my watch, and it can do that. You know, it can, read text messages, but I just can't send them. So, but other than that, man, check out the welterweight boxing talk playlist, boxing news playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. You go live, drop a video financially. Want to support the channel? Cash App, $CJ Good 313. Venmo, CJ Good 313. PayPal link description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole nine. Link tree, the first link in the description. Let me know what you think about a possible Rashidi Ellis versus Jaron Ennis fight. Appreciate the love and support. Hopefully, when I get my phone back, probably sometime after the new year, we'll be back to regular stuff. Peace.